everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe, and if you're not already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So for today's video I'm going to be filming my project pan, and I can't run anything out, but I have made some really good progress on some of these products. Before I start this video though, I do just want to say thank you for everyone that commented on my empties video. It kind of had a little bit of an update about what I'm going to be doing with my channel going forward for a period of time. I just want to say thank you. All those comments meant a lot. I haven't commented back, but I have read them all. I will get back to everybody and I will comment on everyone's comment that was on that video. But I just haven't yet, but I promise you I've read them all, and I'm so grateful for the responses that I got back. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to be filming a couple of updates today, so you will see this look in 2 videos, but without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I have to talk about is a product I thought I would have done by this update, and I keep saying this about this product every single time. It is the NYX Born to Glow Concealer. I'm at the bottom of this now and I'm really squeezing out every bit of product I can. This is just a never-ending concealer. So I have used it 8 times this update for a total of 53 uses overall, and my goal is to finish it. I think everything apart from one thing I think is in to finish. So it's not the prettiest looking thing, you're gonna have to excuse how dirty it is, but I'm really like squeezing here, and there is still some product coming out. Not a lot, but still some. I'm going to continue to keep using it until it is completely finished, which I'm hoping is soon. Next product I have is my NARS Orgasm Blush. So on the screen I'll put a picture of what it looked like last update and then a picture of what it looks like this update. So I did go away at the end of May and I did take some of these project pan items because I wanted to try and focus on them, and this was one that I did take away with me, so I'm hoping it looks different. So I've used it 6 times this update for a total of 32 uses overall, and this is what it's looking like now. There is so much pan and it makes me so happy. I still think I've got a way to go though on having this done, because in the middle it's quite thin, but on the outside there is still a lot of product. I'm making progress. It's a shame that the packaging is broken, but I do like this blush. It's perfect for this time of year, so I do think I'm going to be reaching for this blush quite a lot. So now I'm not doing as many projects, I feel like I can get use on these products a lot more than what I would have before. So I'm going to try and focus on that one quite a lot over the next few months. The next thing I have is my Ciate Watermelon Bear Setting Spray. Still I'm really enjoying this, and this is where I was last update and now I'm here. So this is the only setting spray now that I am working on, so I do think in a couple of months I will have this one done. It is so hydrating and it's getting quite warm here in the UK, so this is perfect for this type of weather, and I find it does help my makeup stay a bit longer in the day. Not all day, but it does a pretty good job. So I've used this one 10 times this update for a total of 53 uses overall, and yeah, I think a couple more updates and I'll have that one done. The next thing I have is my YSL lipstick. So on the screen I'll put a picture of what it looked like last update and a picture of what it looks like this update. I've only used it 3 times, so I don't think there's going to be a huge difference if I'm honest. This is where I'm at now. So one side is actually shorter than the other. So like I said, I've used it 3 times for a total of 56 uses overall. I'm not the type of person to wear things seasonally, but I do think that this looks a lot better in autumn and winter, but I'm going to continue to keep using it in the spring and summer because I would really like this done. This is a very old lipstick in my collection, so I need it out this year. Next thing I have is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's looking a little bit dirty. Again, I do take pictures of this because I find it's easier to show the progress with the pictures for this. So I've used it 13 times this update for a total of 41 uses overall, and here is where I'm at now. I definitely think I've expanded the pan on this. I'm working a lot around the sides as well rather than just trying to focus on the middle, but I do think I am making some progress. I think this is still going to take a while though, but I'm not sad about that, because this is a product I'm really enjoying, and it would be something I would repurchase. One thing I was actually thinking about doing, and I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing it, I was looking through my collection and I was thinking, okay, if I could only have like 1 or 2 things from each category, what would they be? And I just didn't know whether you'd be interested in seeing what I chose. I did this on my channel like a few years ago, so I'm curious to see if the things that are the same or the things that are different. I'm sure there'll be a lot of things that are different, but I'm sure there'll also be some things that are the same. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. But yeah, I would repurchase this, and I'm really enjoying using it. And I do have a way to go on that one. The next one I have is the Fenty Beauty Lip Gloss in Sweet Mouth. I've only used this one 4 times, so I can't make another plan. But I have used it 26 times overall. I don't know if you can see in there, but I am making progress. I do really enjoy these Fenty lip glosses. I just haven't been wearing any lip products that would go with this at the minute. I'm not worried about finishing it. I definitely think I can. It's just a case of when. The next thing I have is my W7 It's Glow Primer. I know that these are in a different order to how I apply them on my face, but every time I bring something new in, I just add it to the bottom of my spreadsheet. I haven't marked, but I am about here. So I was here, now I'm here. So I am making progress on that. I've used it 3 times this update for a total of 9 uses overall. And I do think if I can focus on this, which I'm planning to do, I should have this one out by next update. This isn't old, but I definitely have seen a change in the smell of it, so I want to get it done before it goes off. It's a really nice glowy primer for a really affordable price. The next thing I have is the Revlon Candid Photo Ready Foundation. So I have used this one at this update. I've used it twice, so a total of 2 uses, and this is also wanting to finish as well. So this was where I was, and now I'm here. So I am making progress. Slow, but I am making progress. And I wore this the day I went away on holiday, and I was quite impressed actually of how long this lasted. My problem with this foundation is how thick it is. My preference at the minute especially is quite lightweight foundations, and this is, I find, quite thick. But I will use it. I just haven't used it that much at the minute. But I do think that I will be able to get some more progress on that over the next month. So second to last, I have my Becca, Chloe and Malika palette. And the product I'm using here is the bronzer. So this is what it's looking like. Hopefully I've put pictures on the screen. I do think I am seeing a difference. I still need to scrape the top of this off because there is a lot of hard pan. I don't know if you can see, but there is quite a bit of hard pan, so I do need to scrape the top of that off. But I've used it twice, and I've used it a total of 6 times since being in this project, and I want to hit pan on it, and this is a big product, so this is going to be in for a while. But with this project, I've brought in products that are going to be in for the long haul. I have other projects that are more usage, whereas this, I'm trying to finish a lot of my older products in my collection, so these are going to be in for a long time. This project isn't always going to have products that I can roll out, but fingers crossed next update there will be some I can. This is going to be in for a while, but hopefully in the progress pictures you can see a bit of difference. But don't be surprised if there isn't that much difference, because I have only used it twice. And then last, but no means least, I have my Revolution Pro 4K highlighter palette in rose gold, and the product I've brought in is this one. And my goal is to finish this as well, and I've used it 4 times this update for a total of 4 uses, so I did bring this one in last update. I've decided I'm just gonna, once I've finished this one, I'm just gonna get rid of this palette because none of these work for me, and I'm trying to minimise my collection, and keeping things that just aren't gonna work for me is just pointless. So I'm gonna keep it until I finish this. Hopefully I've put on the screen again a picture of what this looked like last update and a picture of what it looks like now. I think I've made some progress, but I am trying to work on the outer part of this, so it might not look too different, but I am using it. This is a very intense highlighter, so it's not something I wear on a daily basis, and I do have to be careful when I dip my brush in it, but I am using it. So that is it. I feel like I went through that pretty fast, but a lot of this stuff, like I've just said, is going to be in for a while, and it's just going to be more progress each update. But I do think next update I might be able to have this one out, because I really am going to try and focus on getting this one done, and I'm really hoping and praying that this one is done. I say that every time. I swear I've been saying that since about January, haven't I? But I really hope that that one is done. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. Until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.